Hello, this is Wallas, Poland's main toy dude, and today I'm making a little test in which I'm using my secondary photo studio. You could say a makeshift studio that is in my bedroom, and this is basically to see if I can do reviews with this. However, I'm going to use this opportunity to discuss some things. First one, as you can see, I have still my ability to speak in English, and I'm going to use it whenever you ask me to review something from my collection. Because I will admit, for the moment, my priority lies in Polish video reviews, but that's because, well, let's face it, when you type Transformers review and set the filter for English, you see a literal ocean of reviews, and when you do it with the filter set on Poland as your place of origin, there's basically me and few other people, so that kind of tells you what kind of importance it is that someone from Poland does reviews in Polish. However, I am going to do English reviews whenever I get requests. Okay, whenever is too much of a stretch of a word. I'm just going to do my reviews in Polish, but I always start to get this annotation that if you want to see this in English, just tell me and I'll try to do something about it, and that's what I'm going to do. I already got my first request for Legends Bone Crusher from Transformers movie line, and I'm going to do it as soon as I get the full hang of some of my real life things that still are in the process of completion. But before that happens, I also would like to use today to show you possibly one of my two best purchases from non-Transformers category and for this year, and this is going to be a true pearl in my collection, I'm not going to lie. Godaikin Daidenjin. This is just amazing that I found this on our local version of eBay, Allegro.pl, and it's really something astonishing. I can say many things about Polish market as a safe haven for collectors, which usually means we don't get about 1/3 of stuff people in America get or in other bigger market, but for the situations when I can fish out beauties like this, it's worth to live in Poland. I can't believe I found this, and what I can't believe even more is the ridiculous price I paid for it, but ridiculous in the meaning of cheap. This, I'm going to tell you already, is a complete set. It's mint, except for one glitch, but I paid for this $20 plus shipping. I am not kidding you, $20. When I look on eBay, it costs slightly more. Slightly several times more. So when I saw this, I decided I had to buy it, and I did. Luckily, no one else decided to try to outbid me, so in just a matter of days, Daidenjin was mine. Now, yes, I know, I was about to say mint in box, but as you can see, you're tearing me apart, Daidenjin. But seriously, I paid $20 for this. I have absolutely no right to complain. And I'm not going to, because I am not really intending to sell this toy or to boast off with the box. I'm just going to keep him in storage until I take him out for a review. Hopefully this will happen soon. So I couldn't care less about the box. Although I do admit the box is pretty amazing. Retro style is delightful. I don't know if Robo Machine was original part of it. Of course, there's an add-on sticker, I can tell already. But was it there always? I don't know. But you can see Bandai, Overseas Toei, the guys who made Super Sentai's. Yeah. A galactic robot and spaceport in one, Daidenjin. And this is heavy. This weighs about half a kilogram. I don't know how much it is in pounds, but you can already tell there is something diecast about it. So, what we have as caution: do not aim toy at person when firing or ejecting missiles, projectiles or fists. Do not insert objects other than missiles or projectiles provided into the firing mechanisms. So yeah, this is your old typical Chogokin with firing missiles, firing fists. Like the old good days. I remember Josh B from Collection DX always likes when his robots have firing fists. I'm not really a big fan of this myself, but if it's there, I'm just going to take it at face value and be happy it's simply there. Side of the box. Godaikin, an innovative series of super robots, Daidenjin. Yes, most of you remember that Godaikin in America, not in Poland obviously, was aiming to import Japanese robots into American market when their original series were not always aired on TV. So there are things like Dimers, Godmars, I think God Sigma. There's a whole list of these things on Wikipedia. You just go there and you will find. Nice picture. With a flick of the wrist to his head and limbs, Daidenjin the robot becomes Denjin, an intergalactic spaceport. This looks more like a flying fortress to me, but I'm from Poland, what do I know? Bandai. I just love seeing original brand tags on toys that are older than me. This came out, if I remember correctly, in 1983. I was born 5 years later. So at the moment this is 29 years old. This is just amazing. I can't say I have any nostalgia for the toy itself, but as someone who started to get out of the Transformers tagline some time ago, I can appreciate the importance of this toy for the overall Chogokin and toy robot franchise verse, because those of you who follow Power Rangers slightly more than just what Saban gave us and Disney know that in Japan there was Super Sentai. You know, basically this is Power Rangers, just they started a lot sooner, and in fact they started with series that didn't have robots, and then they had robots but they did not transform. And if I remember correctly, Daidenjin was the first Super Sentai / Power Ranger robot that actually transformed. So before combiners, before all those gadgety things, there was Daidenjin. And a few other mechas. What do you got here? This fantastic spaceport, Denjin, is converted into Daidenjin, the Iron Commander of the Galaxy with few twists and turns. Simple transformation, good. No batteries required. Recommended for ages 8 years and older. For ages 8 years. This English almost sounds like it's not always English. Interesting. Another nice picture. And on the back we have logos. By the way, this is nice. It's not really matte, it's slightly, I don't know, how can I say, shiny? Very nice. We have Daidenjin, the robot is transformed into Denjin, the spaceport, with a few moves here and there. That sounds, well, slightly cheesy, but I can't appreciate it. Move his shoulders and hide his head, flip his wings and swing his legs. Denjin, the intergalactic spaceport, is ready to serve the best. This package contains 1 Daidenjin, which becomes 1 Denjin spaceport, 1 Denjin sword, 1 Denjin boomerang, 1 Denjin ball, 2 big punch for missiles. And this is all inside, last time I checked. Product and color may vary from the picture shown. Ah yes, that's something that was already on in the 80s as well. That's something that, for example, Hasbro learned us to be accustomed to. I still remember how my Armada Cyclonus from Transformers was not exactly what they pictured on the box, including a completely differently designed tail fin. Godaikin, same. So I talked a lot and you've seen a lot, so I suppose that means it's time to unbox this. Okay, unboxing is not, this is not going to be, how shall I say, a virgin unbox. I already had a peek inside. Yeah. Again, $20. I can forgive stuff like that. So let's see what's inside. Oh, we got this leaflet. Daidenjin. Nice. It's slightly yellowish now, but... To eject the big punch, press the top yellow button. Accessories for Daidenjin. The following accessories can be placed in Daidenjin's hands. Denjin Sword, Denjin Boomerang and Denjin Ball. Which looks slightly like a Gundam hammer. Daidenjin to Denjin's... Tenjin? Tenjin? Denjin. A misspell, I can't really say. This is possibly the wrong version. But it's just an instruction how to transform him. By today's standards, this is basically a scout class. It's that easy to transform. A nostalgic scout class Super Sentai Power Rangers toy. An instruction how to fire the missiles. And the back is... Oh, we have a list of some of the things. The Godaikin collection. Tetsujin 28. God Sigma, Sun Vulcan, Guardian, Daltanius, Golion, Goggle 5, Voltes 5, Dynaman, Daimos, Abega, Daitetsujin 17, Leopardon, Dynaman, Daidenjin. At this moment, Abega, this is possibly Albegas, the infamous Voltron 2 Gladiator. I think so. I might get some more of these if I find another one like this. This is just the manual. Let's look at this. Styrofoam Casing. Ah yes, styrofoam. I hate the sound of styrofoam, but I can appreciate the fact that they give it to us. And we have the cover, which is very thin and already slightly fracturing. Oh yeah. So I have to be careful with that. And now behold the very toy itself. The geek in me says, Alleluia. This is just wonderful. We have the accessories. What we got here? Yeah, we have the sword. Yeah. Oh dear, fancy that. I only just noticed this is complete virgin accessory bag. It's sealed. I haven't opened it yet. I don't think I want to open it. This is just so vintage. Oh dear. This is just amazing. Well, we also have the toy. And we have, what do you know? 4 fists for some reason. And it looks amazing. And even in the styrofoam, it's hefty. So what I'm going to do now is going to remove it from here and place it here. And I might as well take out 2 fists, perhaps. If I find the ones that look fancy enough. Oh, these looks nice. So let's attach them, just for the sake of showing. This click nice into position, excellent. Oh dear, the click is wonderful. And here's the toy. I am going to say this is not a review. No, this is not a review. If you're going to see my Tamiya turntable, slightly different values of light, this is going to be reviewed. This is just looking at it. Sort of deboxing. And dear Lord, this looks fantastic. As I said, it's hefty. There's a lot of diecast in this. Okay. Can I find diecast? This is all plastic. By the way, look at these amazing holographic stickers. That's just slightly cheesy, slightly bootleggish by today's standards. By then, it had to be pure gold. Thighs are die-cast. Nice. This seems... Ratchet arms. Excellent. Just out of my curiosity, does this work? Yeah, that works. Awesome. So, there's a lot of die-cast. Yeah. Looks like all of this is plastic, but this goes down during the transformation, and the entire torso is one big chunk of die-cast. And that is pretty much amazing. This looks excellent. This is just... Okay, I admit the head design is slightly... What the devil is that supposed to be? Yellow helmet with some kind of mask. That reminds me for some reason about 80s metal bands. But still, it's Super Sentai at the almost very beginning. So, it just probably goes with the territory. And of course, chrome. And you can tell already this chrome is a very good... okay, it's not a perfect condition, but saying that this toy is older than me by 5 years, really nice. And just to have some idea about the size, going slightly Power Ranger-ish. Jungle Fury Micro Megazord Set C. So this is about a deluxe size toy, and by deluxe I mean deluxe. Here we have United Optimus Prime, and this is the deluxe version. Godaikin also had standard versions, but this is the deluxe version, so it's relatively small for a Godaikin, I think, but I don't really think a toy of this complexity needs to be any bigger. It still has amazing vintage charm. And seeing we are aiming for some diecast content, my Binotech smoke screen. So yeah, this is a deluxe, not all that big, however it does the job. So I said this is not supposed to be a review, right? And still I'm talking. I just needed to do this for some reason. This is going to be one heck of a wonderful review. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to probably to disengage the seal, but I'll live somehow. I hope. One of the 2 best purchases of this year so far. Of course, there are still 4 more months to go. However, in terms of non-Transformers, this and this have made my collector's year so far. And I'm going to review both of these guys hopefully soon. As I said, I have some few errands in my real life to attend to, but once I'm done with them, I am going to review both of them in English and in Polish, because I decided that there are some reviews that you don't have to ask me to do in English. I'll just do them in 2 languages by default because they are just too awesome to not to do. So, with that said, expect my English reviews to come back with, I don't know, full power, you could say, somewhere in September. Small toys maybe slightly sooner, but when I'm back, I'm going to try to make it something worth your time. So, with that said, this has been Wallas, Poland's main toy dude, speaking in English. See you next time, and thank you for your attention. It was a pleasure to have you today with me. Until next time.